In the upcoming week on Coronation Street, a shocking accident on the cobbled street appears set to impact multiple characters' lives. While one local is rushed to the hospital with serious injuries, Carl, Brody, and Dylan scramble to hide their involvement. Meanwhile, a fresh puzzle emerges when David discovers a pregnancy test and attempts to determine its owner. Below are 10 key events to look out for. You can also browse our set of 11 spoiler images from these installments. Betsy tries to prove she's all grown up. Betsy turns 18 and comes back home after spending the entire night out. As her friends and family start pouring drinks and celebrating, Betsy lifts a toast to a photo of her late mother, Becky, displayed nearby. Later, she announces she's heading out again, this time into town with her friends. Lisa can't help but voice her worries about her daughter's busy social life, but Betsy snaps back, insisting she's no longer a little girl. To prove her point, she admits that she was with Dylan the previous night. Kevin returns home to a shock. After returning from their Mallorca trip, Kevin arrives home with Abby, Jack, and Alfie. Spotting Carl at the garage, Kevin marches over and reminds him that he should have stayed away from the business. Setting strict boundaries, Kevin tells Carl he must leave by the end of the day. Carl gives Brody and Dylan another job. Carl is under pressure, having failed to gather the cash needed to satisfy Tracy's blackmail. He hands Brody and Dylan a new illicit task involving a stolen car. Later, as the pair race along in the car, they catch the eye of onlooker George, who soon realizes that Dylan is behind the wheel. Betsy gets a nasty shock. Following the stress at home, Betsy strolls through the Weatherfield precinct, leaving voicemail messages for Dylan and Lisa. Her attention is abruptly caught when a stolen car crashes into something nearby. Frightened, Betsy lets out a terrified scream. Naive Kit starts to investigate. Following the accident, the police begin an inquiry and soon track down the stolen car. Kit reveals that someone deliberately set the vehicle on fire to hide evidence, but who could be clever enough to do it? Note 6. George confronts Dylan. A local from Weatherfield is rushed to hospital with serious injuries after the dramatic stolen car incident. George pulls Dylan aside and admits he spotted him behind the wheel. Dylan tries to brush it off, insisting that George must be wrong, but will he really let it go that easily? Now, Kevin, Carl confesses all to Abby. Abby makes up with Carl after their time apart, confessing that she can't get him out of her mind. But the mood is shattered when Carl's phone rings and Abby sees Dylan's name on the screen. Pressed about why he's communicating with a local teen, Carl admits he recently enlisted Dylan and Brody to steal cars for him. How will Abby react to her secret lover's newest illegal plan? Lily's behavior arouses concern. Lily claims she has a stomach pain and asks for a day off school, but David isn't convinced and insists she goes as usual. He tells Sarah what's going on, mentioning that Lily has been arguing with a friend about a boy and attempted to dodge school for the day. Sarah begins to suspect there might be more behind it. Note 9. David finds a pregnancy test. David keeps checking his bin, irritated that the Connor Swains next door are still dumping their extra rubbish there. While rummaging, he comes across a pregnancy test. Sharing the discovery with Sarah, David jokes that it must be Betsy's, but his laughter fades when Sarah hints that it might actually belong to Lily. Note 10. David discovers the truth about the test. Following a day full of questions, David finally gets the clarity he's been seeking when the test's owner reveals themselves. Will the secret remain hidden for the time being? Coronation Street viewers speculate on the conclusion of D.I. Costello's storyline, worrying about what's in store for Lisa Swain. Even with her engagement bringing joy, fans of the ITV drama are concerned for DS Lisa Swain following a move by her boss in the latest episode. Lisa may currently be over the moon after proposing to Carla Connor, but viewers are still anxious for her safety after recent developments in the long-running series. Wednesday's episode was a big moment for fans, as after several failed proposals, Lisa was seen getting down on one knee and asking Carla to marry her in heartfelt scenes. Those who have followed the couple know it's been a bumpy journey with multiple unsuccessful attempts for Carla to pop the question to Lisa. However, everything changed this week. It began on Monday's visit to the Cobbles when Carla put her next plan into action, seeking Betsy's blessing before enlisting the teens' help to set up a romantic garden proposal at number 6 Coronation Street. Once again, the proposal was delayed, this time due to the ongoing feud with neighbor David Platt over the bins. During the commotion, Lisa discovered a note Carla had written while investigating Lisa's late wife, Becky, along with a clue about someone named Tia Wardley as she struggled to move past the tragedy. It eventually fell to Betsy to step in. Despite Carla asking her to stay out of it, Betsy chose to approach her mom and reason with her, explaining that Carla's actions, though upsetting, were motivated by love. Betsy appeared ready to reveal Carla's proposal plan to Lisa, teasing her. "Mom, you're supposed to be the sharpest detective on the force, and you have no idea what's happening, do you?" Wednesday's episode revealed the truth behind Betsy's comments. At first, Lisa maintained the illusion that Carla had upset her, but then she confided in Ryan that it was all part of a bigger scheme to propose. With Carla at work, her colleagues guided her outside where the police arrived. Ryan peeked out from a police car as Lisa in uniform stepped out and asked Carla to marry her in front of a growing crowd on the iconic street. As Lisa knelt and popped the question, a stunned Carla received her ring box from Betsy. Carla then helped Lisa to her feet, and the couple exchanged rings while onlookers cheered. The remainder of the episode showed them celebrating their engagement, with plenty of well-wishers joining in at the Rovers. Despite the celebrations, Lisa's work and past remained on her mind. DC Kit Green informed her that Logan Radcliffe's uncle had been brought in, and Lisa recalled that Logan had given Carla a dead-end lead regarding Tia Wardley during a visit months earlier. The revelation left Kit surprised. He called the prison and discovered that Logan had been segregated for fighting after Carla's visit. He shared the update with Lisa, giving her reason to question whether D.I. Costello might have moved Logan because he's involved in corruption. After their celebrations, a beaming Carla and Lisa returned home, with Lisa telling her partner, "With you by my side, we are indestructible." The episode closed with their boss receiving a mysterious phone call in his office, hinting that Kit was getting closer to the truth. Fans are now convinced that Costello may be a corrupt officer and that Lisa could be in danger. @SwarlaEndgame commented, "The indestructible line worries me, and Costello knowing they're investigating Tia Wardley makes me fear that the woman who interrupts their Friday dinner might not actually be Tia, but a trick to stop Lisa and Kit, as Tia could actually be Becky." @Rox Brosnahan added, "Costello saying he's going to deal with Swain right after Lisa says they're indestructible is genuinely terrifying." Coronation Street airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and streams on ITVX and YouTube.